So the statement of the theorem is, if the pair of disjoint cycles alpha, which is defined on A1, A2, Am, and beta is another cycle which is defined on B1, B2, Bn, have no entry in common, then alpha beta equal to beta alpha, that means alpha beta commute. So if S is any set, then alpha beta are given this. So how we prove? Let S is a set which has element A1, A2, Am, B1, B2, Bn, C1, C2, or suppose Ck is the last element. Ck is the last element. Then what is given? One thing we notice here, because no C is contained in alpha beta, that means C1, C2 and Ck, that means all C's are fixed for alpha beta, right? This is one part. And one more thing we understand, what is the cycle mean? Cycle mean like alpha is A1, A2, A3, An. This means A1 goes to A2, A2 goes to A3, and like this. Then this last element A1 return to A1, An return to A1. This is the cycle. This is the cycle A1, A2, and A2 goes to A3, like this. So this is the definition of cycle, because it make a circle. Now here the given things first we note, and then we fix our target. So S is this set, and alpha beta are permutations or cycles of S. So in cycle form, this is actually a permutation, but permutation is cycle if it is in a continuation. So what is given here? Given is alpha is equal to A1, A2, Am, and beta is given B1, B2, Bn, and they don't have any entry column common. This is given. So now one thing we know, in alpha A1 goes to A2 and A2 goes to A3, and the last Am goes to A1, and in beta B1 goes to B2 and B2 goes to B3, like this, and this element return to B1. This is cycle. Now what we have to show? So one thing we note, because C is there, so because no C appear C in alpha and beta, therefore C's are fixed for alpha and beta. because C is not there, so it is fixed. It will not be changed by either alpha or beta, right? So what we have to show? To show alpha beta is equal to beta alpha, that mean we take any element x belong to S, that mean or that is for some x belong to S, we have to show alpha beta x is equal to beta alpha x. This we have to show. Now first we take x fall in A's. Take x is equal to ai, where I varies from 1 to m. X is equal to some ai. Now what is happening here? Then alpha beta x, I can write alpha beta ai. This means this I can write by the associativity alpha beta ai. Now because ai is not in beta, that means ai is fixed for beta. This means alpha ai, because this is fixed, that means beta will not change. So beta ai is equal to ai. Now alpha is doing what with H? It is moving to the next element. That means this is equal to ai plus 1. Again we take this side. Again beta alpha x mean beta alpha, this value I take ai, sorry, this I take. Now because x is ai, then what happen? This become beta alpha ai. Now alpha is doing what with ai? It is moving to the next element, that means ai move to ai plus 1. This become beta ai plus 1. Now because ai plus 1 also not in beta, that means it is fixed, this element is fixed for beta, beta cannot change. That means this become ai plus 1. Now from this part and this part what we see, these are same element. So therefore this you can say, okay, I rub. So from these we can say alpha beta equal to beta alpha for A's. Same case we can apply for B. If x is equal to bi, then again the same logic we can say alpha beta x, we can write alpha beta bi, and this I can write alpha beta bi. Now where this beta, what change beta will make in Bi? Because it is a cycle, so Bi is moved to the next element, then this become alpha Bi plus 1, and because Bi plus 1 is not in alpha, so this element remain fixed, that means alpha fix it and it become this. Again beta alpha x is equal to beta alpha Bi, and this become beta alpha of Bi. Now alpha fix Bi, that means this become beta Bi, and beta, because B is in beta, so it will move to the next element and this become Bi plus 1. So from this and this we get alpha beta is equal to beta alpha. So this case also true. Again, because in S C's were also there, that means if we take x is equal to some Ci, then alpha beta x is equal to alpha beta Ci, and this is alpha beta Ci. Now because Ci not in alpha, not in beta, so it will remain in both case Ci, and similarly beta alpha x is equal to beta alpha Ci, that means alpha beta both fix Ci, that means it is again beta alpha Ci, and this is equal to, again after calculation we get Ci. So we conclude from this Ci also, we conclude alpha beta is equal to beta alpha, right? So this is commutativity.